welcome to this live section. My name is Michael Adegbero Adewale. I work as an estate developer, and we do a lot of things in our firm. We deal with consultancy, agency, investment, and property development, construction, and things around the real estate. On this program today, we want to talk about the Abuja real estate market. Because I would like to establish some basics before we now talk on the performances of real estate in Abuja, and the estate market in Abuja. So the first thing I want to call your attention to is by the end of you understand what I'm talking about. And uh, real estate is not limited to agency. Like many people think comes to the mind of the people, average person in Abuja is that it's about commission, 10%, everybody will tell you they are also an estate agent. The agency is just a fraction of the real estate industry. It is wide. That is why we do a lot of things that other people can do. It's not everybody that can do property development. It's not everybody that can do valuation. You see, it's a lot like that. What about facility management and a lot. So when we talk of real estate or the estates industry as a whole, we're talking about land, we're talking about properties, we're talking about what is on the soil, that's the soil, the subjacent, and the subjacent, what is even beneath the soil. Property cover this check, okay, what are the characteristics of real estate properties or real estate? you know Real estate is one of these that is controlled by the government policy. I want to welcome you to the live section. Or those that need this information, thank you very much. It is influenced by government policy. But the good thing is, the second point I want to point out is that it serves as an aid. Inflation is a steady rise, and the fall of the value that money can command. You understand? When things goes up, steady rise in price, and there is no balance value to which money can command. But real estate property it serves as an edge. The real estate does not depreciate; it always appreciates, because we have three or categories: the high risk, the medium risk, and the low risk investment. Those ones that have high risk, you can they look like Ponzi scheme and all those ones with a very turnover. But when you talk of real estate is not something that has an exorbitant, but with time, you see, there was a land that was sold last year, around this time last year, and it was sold for like 3 million, but now it's selling like 9 point. It is as long as someone is age, the Nigeria law, 18 years and above, so you can own a property. You see, you can own a property, you can invest in land, you can invest in houses. It doesn't matter, But I will do a video on the characteristics of real estate or itself, but let's look at the performance of the real estate market. How and the rates, because me, I'm more for as a businessman and investor, and property developer. I'm more concerned about the performance of real estate that everybody is talking about. So you know with the interest rate. You know that high interest rate, it will influence the price of mortgage rates and demand. So now when you look at the rate of demand, the rate of interest, you see, if it is higher than an order, you know that it will surely affect the mortgage, because um, people mortgage is kind of easy, when we talk of other people's money, OPM, in real estate. So it makes it easy for people to enter with bits, with a little amount of money. So, but when rates begins to go higher, this economy rates and all those things, it influence the mortgage price also. And also current rates of the Bank of Nigeria, or the Central Bank of Nigeria. This is where the main point lies when you talk of the naira against dollar, naira against other currency. Because as of now, as of last week, the naira also appreciates, I think, around 50 naira or something towards the dollar. So around last week now, if you begin to check the trend now from January, around this time, February, maybe till March, I might not say cheap. Now you can enter. So those all those things, sorry for my network is kind of, I don't know, but so sorry about that. Make it up to you guys. So the high or current rate that I was talking about is going to influence or affect the property market. And what this means to the people of Abuja now, particularly, is that uh, it will affect the performance of real estate, that's land and properties. But now it's say as a medium point where the investor and buyer can come into the market now. You can come in now, but at the black market rate, is a bit higher, maybe by 200 or 100 naira differences. So if you buy your property now, by the end of this year or in the next 1 year, I also share with you it's not just about, because a lot of people just go and buy, that there is issue on the land, there is government around and all those things. I will say something about that, what you consider when you are buying a property. But for now, that is the market update for the Abuja people now. If you understand what I'm saying, you can um, that information, you can make use of it in the area or where you are. You can check, you can do a check, or you can drop comment or ask question. If you want me to help you to check what is the performance of real estate in your place or wherever you reside, around the world, no problem, I can help you to do that for free. Okay, so what this means now is that if you observe, if you are the kind of one that observe real estate, you see that these factors that I discussed, those two factors, if you are in Abuja, you will see that there is demand for luxury homes now around Abuja. And if where you are, if this analysis applies there, you will see that there is demand for luxury homes, and also most homes and lands. But mostly now is the homes, houses that are being demanded for. So that is a pointer for you as the next landlord, or maybe as an investor, or a developer. That is a pointer for you. Mr. Tawhid Musa, thank you very much. You are welcome, sir. Okay, so there is also this growing demand for affordable home. If you check Gwarimpa, Kuje, Lugbe, Wari, places like that, Metama, Buzape. Now, it is no longer news. It's no longer news.